Remember this? I promised I'd come back and show you how to finish up the closing and the waistband. So I'm gonna do the video to show you how to finish this up, and then we can be on our way with a new project. Thank you for watching. So this is the part 2. I'm coming back to show you how to finish off the rubber skirt. See, I'm working on mauve or purple, if you want to call it right now. When I measure from I have it doubled, so this is the size of the skirt. It's about 19 and 19, so 38. If you stretch it, it's probably about 42 inches. So I'm gonna start here at the bottom, work my way up to the top, and then when we get here, we're putting on the waistband. So let's start. So literally, I turn it inside out, so I'm holding the right sides together, and I am just going to slip stitch this together. So going through the back loop and the last the starting loops of the skirt. This is where I'm putting holding this, putting it together. So I go through the back loop and the last loop of the skirt, and I'm just gonna do that right along until I get to the next end, which will be the waistband. I don't know if you noticed, but you could see all the little pieces here that I have to end off. I'll show you how to do that as well. This is when we change colors, or some of the yarn itself have knots in them already, so I just will show you how to end off everything here. But let's finish this off, and then I'll come back and show you how to do the waistband. Just continue into the back loop. I hope you can see me doing this. Let me come a little closer. So literally, it's the back loop and the first loop of the skirt. It's the open chains for the skirt here. So you're just literally going through that with a slip stitch. Just slip stitch all the way along. It's such a simple skirt to make. It wasn't necessary to show you how I do the whole skirt because it's so repetitious. All you're doing is working through back loops in single crochet from start to finish. You can do any length, any width you want. This can go from a child size all the way up to whatever size you want to go. Just keep your waistline in. That's the measurement you're getting your waist, and your measurement from your waist down to your knee, or before your knee or after your knee. You can make it long, short, in between, a maxi, a midi, anything you want. And this is what you just keep doing, just going into the back loop and the open loop for the first row. So back loop, open loop. Pretty much you do this all the way along. Right, back loop, open loop. Remember, we use a 5.50 millimeter, which is an eye hook for this project. You can use a 5 if you want. You can use a 6 if you want. You can make it in a chunky yarn. You can make it in a DK yarn, a lighter yarn, but you just have to keep all the yarn the same weight. So if it's a worsted weight, it has to be all worsted weight. Like this is worsted weight. This is a number 4. The whole thing is a worsted weight. So I turn it inside out. It's on the right side, see? And I'm at the top now, and I start with a chain 1, and I work a single crochet into each end. So if you can see, I work a single crochet into each stitch. I just try to keep it as even as possible. It doesn't need to be perfect. Just keep it as open as possible. Like for instance, for the red, see this is only two rows of single crochet, 1, and then the next one in back loops. I work 2 single crochet on the top of that one. This is 2, 4, 6. This is 6. So I'll work 6 single crochet in the top of this one, right? 4, And this is how I finish off the whole this skirt. I just work single crochets. There's 2 there, there's 2 here. It's just my yarn. And when I finish this purple, this is what I close it up with. I could just add another color to finish off the waistband. Now in total for my waistband, I do 4 rows. So I will show you when I get to the end how it looks. And then we can either do a string, like make a few chains on a string to thread it through, or we can actually use shoelaces or some other kind of a leather strap would be nice just to go through this. It'll look very fancy, very different, kind of hippie. But I just continue working into just the top of each single crochet row, and to space it out evenly, you just work 1 single crochet in each row, and that kind of does the trick to get the see, this is how the waistband is coming. You can pretty much see it here. So I'll finish this and come back again. So this is the finishing. I said I was gonna do 4 rows, but I end up doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get a little wider band. You can actually do like 8 rows if you want. Do like a 2-inch band instead of I did about a 1 1/4 inch band. Literally I started and I went evenly around into every one of these single crochet rows. I did a single crochet, and then I ended with a slip stitch in 1 single crochet in the first single crochet, and then I did the next row the same thing, the next row the same thing. I kind of kept it, you notice it's not like any kind of different colors as much. I did purple and then I changed to brown and did these rows in brown, then I changed to this rust color and finish it off with that. And after I did that, after I did the whole band, I went with the I did the cord, which I did just chains. I did 180 chains for this cord, and literally I start at the this is the back, so I always make the seam the back, so I just fold it so we get the center here, right? And I start here, and all I do with my needle is pull through, right? Pull through. I go right to the center of that 1 2 3 4 5 row, and I just kind of do about 1 inch apart, and I just keep pulling it through 1 inch apart. And after I'm finished with that, we'll have a nice gathering for the waist, right? Just pull them through. I didn't do nothing special here for a hole or anything. I just use the natural holes that form between each single crochet, and I just pull them through. And you can you don't really need to block this. There's no reason to, because once you wash it, it'll come into form if it's too tight or too loose, the whole project. But pretty much it comes out how you can wear it. I would wash it just because I've been like working on it for a bit, so for just that reason I would give it a wash before I wear it, but it's not necessary. So I just keep doing this all the way around. Yeah, just continue this all the way around, and I get to the one before the last one, pull it through, and then I kind of just make it as even as possible. Get these two. Let's take this one back out and bring it through here. Oops. That's funny. Here. Doesn't have to be perfect. It'll be fine once you wear, once you put it on to wear. So I did these ones closer together at top. Then I just got it all together here. Right. Try to get these as even as I possibly could. That's the waistband. You just kind of even it up, put it on and tight around your waist. And I just usually just do a tie, not a bow on this one. You could do a bow, and then on the end here I just do these little knots. That's amazing. Like just a knot like that and a knot like this. Bring it right down to the end. Right, you could even put a bead, like some wooden beads on here to make it look more funky if you want to, more even boho, and then cut off those little threads, and there you go. So good. I said I was going to show you a bit of how to finish up the inside. See, I still have all these things here. So literally all I do, I pull them as tight as possible, right, and I just snip them off. I just pull them as the two that you worked over, because I work over them while I'm crocheting. I just snip them off, right? See, pull them as tight as possible and snip them off. That's all I do for all of these. Nothing is gonna unravel. You've worked over them for at least 5 to 6 single crochet. In this case it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I worked over it in 8 single crochet, and all I do is snip them off. And that's it. This is the inside of the skirt. No one is gonna see this at all. If you want to be more fancy and technical, you can actually tie them together or do something different, but honestly this is all I do, and it's not necessary. It won't go anywhere. You already worked over these you already work single crochet over these two that you join when you change color. So that's all I do. You can actually tie every single color together before when you're rolling the ball, and then you work over them, and you might not have much of this to do. It's up to you. There's 2 ways to do it. I just prefer to roll the ball loose and not tie them as I'm going. And then see, like this one, just snip that off. That's all you do. So just gonna turn it back over and show you again. I'm gonna finish that up. It's not necessary to show you every single one, and of course this one you can just work in back and snip it off too. But this is the skirt. You can make as much or as little colors. You could decide, if you have a lot of leftover scrap yarn, not to ever repeat the same color. I did it a few times here. I think I have this green in a couple times, and I'm not sure what other color. The gray, I have some gray here and some gray on the back. You see it's not even on the same side, but if you look at the front here, it's all different colors, and then you go into this and this and this, all different colors. So thank you for watching, and you can subscribe to my channel below. I'm really looking for subscribers. I'm just starting out. I've had a YouTube channel forever, but I haven't been doing any videos. I'm just starting out, so I appreciate you signing up and looking for more videos coming soon. As I said, I'm not gonna go start to finish on a project. I'm gonna come in and out and show you different little things to do, but these projects I'm working on to put on my YouTube channel will be super easy, and all you need to do is follow along, and you can rewind them, you can look at them. So easy. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.